Greetings, Milwaukee students. This video will teach you how to get set up to work in your regular Envisions math book from right here in Google Classroom. The requirement for the rest of the year is that you are working in your digital copy of your Envisions math book, just like the ones we use in class. So please pause this video and take notes on scratch paper so you can remember the steps for getting your Envisions math profile set up and ready to go. You only have to set up this profile the very first time you log into your math book. After that, you'll be all set and ready to go. So here I am in the Google Classroom, and I found that I have a math assignment posted. I'll click on the math post, and it takes me to the Pearson Realize math website. It's counting down. And this is the same publisher that makes your math books that you use in class. And I am using this person's login credentials just to test this out to show you. And so you would need to click on your name. And it says Pearson Realize, that's your math book company. They want to access your Google account. And we know that this is a safe website for you to go on. So you'll scroll down and you'll click on Allow. All right, and then it says your account is almost ready for you. Just answer a few more questions about yourself and you're all set to start. And so you can either scroll down on your trackpad or you can click on these arrows. I'm just going to go ahead and scroll to the next step. All right, I'm keeping my preferred language as English, so I have nothing to do there. I can pick a profile icon. I'll pick this little puppy dog for now. And I know I selected it because there's a blue frame around it and the rest are black. All right, I'll scroll down. I can pick any background image. I'll go ahead and pick the butterfly. And ready to get started. You can change any of these selections later. So I'm just going to hit Let's Go. All right, and here I am. It says Ms. Brown's 4th grade. It even has the Google Classroom icon here. So I know that I just traveled right over here from Google Classroom. And my assignment is fractions as multiples. And if I tab back to Google Classroom, well, sure enough, fractions as multiples. All right, if I tab back over to the math assignment, here it is. All right, this is just information for the teacher. All right, it's just giving the name of the program. This is the start date. You'll see the date that the assignment was given, and this is the due date. And this is not an actual start date and due date. This is only for the purposes of our tutorial. All right, so then the assigned work is right here. Okay, so you can see I have the arrow by assigned work. When I move my cursor down and I hover on top of this, it sort of turns a grayish bluish. So I know that I can just click on the assignment. And well, look at this. Here's my solve and share. All right, so I can listen. I'm going to turn this so you can loud enough so you can hear it, but hopefully not blast your ears.
Khalil and Mara were working on their math homework. Mara wrote...
Okay, I'm going to pause. I'm going to mute that for now, but you can see that you can do that. This is the exact solve and share that you would find in your math book. Okay, so then over here, you have some tools. You have a digital marker. You can set your marker to be thick or thin. You have colors for your marker. All right, you have base 10 pieces that you can use if you needed those. I'm not going to show you all of these. You can explore around. All right, you have an eraser to erase. I'm guessing you probably know what this is. It's an undo. Okay, if you make a mistake, you can undo that or bring it back, redo. Okay, there's a text box for typing in. And if I want to move this text box, I can make it bigger. If I want to actually move it around, I actually have to click off of it and then get this cross. And when it's in the cross form, then I can move it to a spot, right? And then I can type in this box to explain my thinking, okay? I can pick my font size. All right. And right now I can't move it because I'm typing in it. But if I take my arrow and I click off of that box, then I come back on top of it, now I've got the cross, and now I can move this around to wherever I would like to place it. Okay, you've got many tools here. Not going to take you through those, just going to have you explore. Let's say that this is it, that I'm done. All right. Oh, also, there's tools over here too. You might recognize these tools. Oh, this isn't loading up right now. So it should, I'm not sure what that is, but let's try this. Here we go. Oh, for some reason that's not working right now. These should work for you, but for the purposes of this tutorial, let's revisit that. But let's pretend that we've worked here with these tools and we've worked on our solve and share and we're done. Okay, so to notify your teacher that you are done with your work, up here, this is a little different than how it looks in Google Classroom. Right up here, there's a blue check mark, and you can see, all right, the little hint, if I hover over this, the little hint pops up and it says, turn in your work. Yes, let's pretend I'm done with my solve and share. I click that check and I turn it in, and it even says, are you sure you want to turn in this work? I'm going to hit yes, turn in, and your work has been turned in. Now this is what's really cool. Here I am, done working in my math book. I turned it in using the blue check mark. I'm going to tab back to Google Classroom, and I'm going to click on this assignment. I'm going to click on view the assignment, and all right. Oh, did you see how if you were looking, you may have noticed how it changed over here. So it's turned in. If I need it back, I need to click on unsubmit. Unsubmit to add or change the attachment. So if I click on unsubmit, let's see what happens. There it is. Now I could go back to that and I could change that. I could log back into my work. I could go back to the assignment. And I could get the marker and I could change it. Okay. And then I could resubmit. Mark it as done. All right. Okay. Now, you can't actually view the attachment here in Google Classroom, but your work is turned in. So once you hit that blue check mark, your work is all turned in and you're done. So just make sure before you turn it in, rather than having to submit and unsubmit, it's really probably better to make sure you have your work how you want it and then hit your blue check mark, and then you'll know it's been turned in on the math site, and then you have a second turn in back here in Google Classroom. It should sync automatically, but if it doesn't, you can come back to Google Classroom and just make sure you turned it in. All right. We're going to be able to do this for your solve and share. We're going to be able to do this for your independent practice. So this is going to really help us move a little bit more quickly through some of this math curriculum here during our distance learning. Okay, class, have fun.